Welcome to another episode of Blood Knight Reacts, episode 7. I'm reacting to a video by a guy named Deconstructing Narcissism. And yeah, I'm broadcasting from Minecraft. And yeah, instead of just using instead of just making a video of myself to recording, I'll just use this avatar as somewhere to record. Anyway, switch things up. I'm your host, so yeah. Let's get into this video. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Alright.
You know, I've been hearing and seeing a lot of videos talk about how Gen Z is lazy and, how they don't want to work anymore.
Well, I can't speak to Gen Z, but it's like, yeah, as a millennial, it's like you look at the future and it's like, yeah, world's a bit fucked. And yeah,
They're not willing to put in the time and the effort to move up the quote-unquote corporate ladder. They're not willing to bow down to the bosses.
yeah, it's crazy. It's like the bosses, they want you to work super hard and super fast, where it's like you're a freaking human being and whatnot, and it's like not even, it's like where I work, it's like it's timed, and it's like boomers and Gen X, they never worked at that. They never worked like that. It's like, yeah, our ancestors never worked like that.
Kiss their ass. They're not willing to go in earlier. They're not willing to work all day. They don't want to work all these hours. They want to do things online. They want to be social media influencers. And
Yeah. Ugh. It's like coming in early, it's like it's a bit excessive. It's like, yeah, I get that. Don't mind me, just like tired.
to that I say, so what? Listen, we were told the same things as millennials, that we're lazy, that we're addicted, we're addicted to smartphones, we don't want to work, we want...
Yeah, every generation, the older generation always rags on the newer generation. Back in the day, they used to bitch that people read too many books. That kept people away from the farms. It's like, ain't nothing new.
Want everything handed to us. See, employers want, this is the problem with employers, alright? Employers want maximum productivity for the lowest wage possible. They want maximum productivity.
Love to take my dog Coco on the go. That's usually when I get somebody's urgent email. The features in Grammarly have been really helpful.
And minimal reward for doing it. Minimum reward. They want to reward you the absolute bare minimum. Absolute bare minimum for going to work. You are in 2025 right now, with the way things are, you are going to work to barely, emphasis on the word barely, to barely, if not at all. Many people aren't. Many people are just putting it on their credit cards. If too barely. Well, for most of us, we're barely paying our bills. We're barely eating. Okay?
Yeah, I feel that. You can't save money. You can't save money whatsoever. In this world, it's like landlords bleed you dry, and it's like, yeah.
Hey, as a millennial myself, I'm eating, the only things I can afford with my job are the same things that I've been eating all the time. You guys seen the videos I've taken, alright? And I posted on YouTube of, prices going up again, or the things that I shop for and I put in my cart. Like, it's the same thing. I've been eating the same exact fucking thing for like 4 or 5 years now. For like 5 years.
Yeah, you ain't got time. It's like, you ain't got time to cook. Ain't got time to cook either, You ain't got time to cook, and it's like, no. If you live, it's like, yeah, you ain't got time to cook, and it's like, you can't afford anything outside just bread, maybe a few lunch meats, a whole bunch of, maybe a few other stuff, some extra condiments and whatnot, yeah.
Now I've been eating this same thing. And actually, I've actually been eating, I've been eating, even less than I was before, and I cut out a couple things. So I cut out the salmon for the most part. I cut out any kind of seafood. I cut out any kind of organic food that I might have been.
Yeah. It's like, go to the supermarket today, pick up some, you pick up chicken breast or any kind of seafood or anything, you're gonna pay out the fucking ass. And it's fucking crazy with food and whatnot.
Been buying back then. I'm not eating anything that I would consider, good. I'm eating frozen vegetables, pasta. I'm eating ground beef, and I'm eating ground turkey. And I'm eating oatmeal and some eggs. That's like what my diet consists of. And if I'm lucky, I'll be able to buy a bag of frozen fruit every once in a while from Walmart. That costs $10.
Yeah, me personally, it's like, I'll get some lunch meats, bread, and yeah, occasionally a few TV dinners here and there, and a pack of hot dogs. Been eating a lot of hot dogs lately for almost every meal. Occasionally I will splurge, get some fast food or something, but yeah.
Almost, by the way. So, Gen Z is not getting anything from work, is my point. Millennials, we are still not getting anything from work. We cannot buy anything in this economy. The wages that this employer wants, plus the experience that they want, the 4 or 5 plus years of experience, is not worth the effort. It does not offer anything of.
Yeah. Any kind of field, any kind of high-tech field, and it's like, yeah. I work Yeah, I work fast food. It's like back in the olden days. Back in the olden days. It's like you could have a part back in the olden days. You could have a part-time job. You could own a car. You could have your own. You could have your own apartment, and you could pay for college just on a part-time job, and still have money to feed yourself. Back way back in the day, talking 50s and 60s. Yeah, it's gotten out of hand. Oh, it's gone out of hand. All the price of everything. Everyone's out there trying to bleed you dry, which is fucked up, you know. It is just fucked up.
Value in return. You're asking for 5+ years for an entry-level position that doesn't pay pennies. It does not even pay pennies.
Yeah, back in the day, it's like entry-level positions. You could come in, you could go in, they'd train you on site. Now, yeah, you need, and they didn't usually require a college education. Now, you need a college education. You need, yeah, you need the 4 or 5 years of experience, but they'll never give it to you because you don't have. They'll never give you a job to get you, so you can get the experience to have a job. Yeah.
You cannot even consider that a job, a career of any kind. I'm sorry, if you will. You cannot consider that a career. Yet these employers, these business owners are like, well, we won't hire Gen Z. We're not going to hire Gen Z because they're lazy workers. We're not going to hire Gen Z because...
Gen Z, millennials, it's like, yeah, we have access to the internet. We can see we're being getting we can see we're getting the shaft. Yeah.
Because they expect everything too soon. The problem is, we don't. The thing is, the Gen Z doesn't. Most of the Gen Z that I talk to, they don't expect things too soon. Just like the millennials didn't expect things too soon. We didn't expect to get everything we wanted. In fact, most of the millennials, we did everything we were told to do. We go to college, go to university, study at school.
Me personally, never went to college, never went to university. I don't believe in buying anything on credit. I don't believe in buying anything on credit. I don't know. That's my philosophy. And yeah, I can imagine that saving me some financial headaches and whatnot. Because, yeah, say you lose your job, say you lose your high-paying job or whatnot. Say you lost your job during COVID and whatnot. You now no longer have the money to pay off your student loan debts and all that. Yeah.
Good grades, maybe go to a trade school. But in the end, it doesn't matter because when the hyperinflation, when the inflation that we're in, this hyperinflation that we're in.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you could go to trade school, get a good paying salary and whatnot, save up as many pennies as you can, all your money. You go to trade school and whatnot. By the time you retire, whatever you saved up, it'd be worthless pretty much in the future, almost.
Is so high when you're in this seemingly rigged game, this rigged system that we're in. In my opinion, it's absolutely rigged. Where whenever you finally get to the goalpost, you finally get to that magic number, right? Whether it be 50K, 60K, 70K, 100K, whatever, it used to be 100K, right? That's what a lot of Gen Z we're looking for. They're working to climb up the corporate ladder. They're working to get up to that 80 to 100K point because that.
Yeah, me personally, it's like where I'm at, it's like I could have been supervisor by now. Or, yeah, I could have been supervisor if I'd shown initiative. I could definitely have applied. There was times it's like manager position was open. It's like I could have applied to that, you know. It's like I could have become. It's like I could have become manager, you know, or at least it was open to me, you know. It's like I could have become supervisor. I could have become a manager, but it's like those jobs. It's like I've seen the managers. I see the supervisors, and it's like, yeah. It's a shitload. It's a shitload of busy work. It's a shitload of busy work with papers and all that shit. It's like climbing the corporate ladder. It's like ain't fucking worth it like it used to be. You know, you climbed the corporate ladder back then. Your money actually mattered. It wasn't destroyed by inflation. You actually had money to like live and live properly. But yeah.
That was always supposed to be the threshold to reach the American dream, right? You reach 100K and you're fucking you're good. I mean, you're balling. You have no problem if you reach 100K plus. You know, that's what we were told. And that's what it would have been.
Let me guess.
Oh
You're
my.
thinking about going to therapy.
Oh, fuck this. Fuck these ads.
That's what it's always been, actually. You know? But now, in 2025, you look around, you see the house prices. Forget about houses, we're not even buying houses. You see the apartment prices, for God's sakes. 50.
Yeah. Houses and whatnot. You need it's like don't even bother trying to buy a house. You need a shitload of money. And it's like back in the day, same houses you could buy for cheap, extremely cheap, surprisingly cheap. And yeah.
100 to 2 grand for a single bedroom, depending on where you're at. I mean, over here, it is that expensive.
Yeah, back in the day, my mother, she had a 2-bedroom apartment back in 1993. My mother had a 2-bedroom apartment in 1993. You know. And it cost her roughly $700 in 1993 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah. And now, 2-bedroom apartment, at least where I'm living, you want a 2-bedroom apartment, it's like, better fork over $2,000. You have to fork over $2,000. That's because all the immigrants and all the students the government in Canada brought over, it's like, yeah. It's apparently market value for people you have to pay. Where I'm living, it's a small city. It's not in the small city in Northern Ontario. You gotta pay for a 2-bedroom apartment today. $2,000. At the very least. Bare minimum, $2,000. Pretty much. Yeah.
But you see the cost of food. You see the cost of rent. You see your bills skyrocketing. You see your electricity skyrocketing. You see everything skyrocketing from your absolute necessities to even even video games. I mean, even even entertainment.
Video games, as far as I'm concerned, it's like you're basically paying for graphics with regards to video games. It's like you're basically paying for polished graphics at this point. It's like not between the PS3 era and now. It's like not much has changed. Just the graphics. And maybe the map size for open worlds. It's like, yeah. Video games. Oh, yeah.
Is going on. DVDs are going up. Video games are going up. They have went up to $80. Nintendo charge.
Actually, DVDs, Blu-rays, it's like, go to a pawn shop. Get them for cheap. TV seasons, yeah. Do a little surfing on the high seas. You can get some good shit, you know. Wouldn't recommend it, but yeah.
Charging $80 for video games now. Microsoft charging $80 for video games now. Can we live without the video games? Yes, but like nobody. Look. You can't expect everybody to never play video games, right? Or to never have any sort of, I should say, to never have any kind of entertainment in their life. Like, people are going to want to be entertained eventually. People are going to want to unplug from this god-awful matrix system that we live in every once in a while in order to chill out, in order to forget.
Dystopian hellhole. It's like at least the Matrix in the movie The Matrix, it was locked in late 90s. I would kill for some late 90s, folks. Late 90s prices on everything.
Because it's just so overwhelming. It's just all so overwhelming. We used to have this social contract, you know, millennials and Gen Z. I'm speaking mostly on Gen Z at this point. There used to be a social contract where you work hard, you go to school. That's how it's always been, generation after generation. You study hard, you graduate, and then you can live a normal middle class life. You get the house, you get the white picket fence, you get the dog, you get the cat, whatever. You get the nice cars, and you can go on the vacations every 2 or 3 years. But somewhere along the line, that's the...
Yeah. Me personally, I agree with this guy.
Social contract that we had, that understanding that if you worked hard, you would be rewarded for it, is gone out the window. It's gone. It got tossed out the fucking window. There's none of that anymore. There is no social contract anymore. There is no work hard, get up the corporate ladder, and then you're going to have something. Nowadays, you know, universities, it's a lottery ticket. It is literally a lottery ticket. You might as well go to your nearest Walmart and see if they have a claw machine and try to put all your money into that claw machine and win something. I won. There was a time where I've won twice in a row in that claw machine in the same day.
Okay. Oh, these bloody ads.
Fucking claw machine, I'm telling you, I've won on that fucking thing many times. Then you do finding a good paying job, then you do paying these exorbitant rent prices, then you do having any kind of family, then you do getting financial freedom. That's for sure. You're never going to have financial freedom in America unless you find some way to be rich. You're never going to have it. It's literally become that much. It's become that great of a game.
Yeah, it's
go
fucked
play
up.
the claw machine right now. Alright? You can go play.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for my reaction to this video. I'm a Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.